This season on Survivor Northwestern, an alliance of 8 formed before the game had begun.
Called the Illegal 8.
The Illegal 8?
The Illegal 8.
I'm not super stressed about people knowing.
And they dominated the pre-merge. But after COVID-19 forced Survivor online, and the Illegal 8 gals and pals led the Carson blindside.
We don't want to be the ones who orchestrate that and then get voted out next.
Carson entered off the edge, and two sides chipped away at each other's numbers. The suited assassins took control heading into the final 6. And last week, Carson had his eyes on getting Greta gone, but little did he know that 5 others had teamed up to take him out. So, in Family Feud, Pay and Sammy stumbled, while Greta won fast money. At Tribal, Carson targeted Sammy, and Jake played his idol, but it was ultimately Carson who left, to the surprise of only him. At Final 5, Greta set her sights on Jake, and vice versa, but at the immunity challenge, she once again won, and an idol was found.
So he's fine with me playing it on myself. He thinks we have the votes. We're golden.
Who will survive the next vote and make it to the final 4? And where will the jurors' votes fall? Find out tonight on the season finale of Survivor Northwestern.
Welcome to Tribal Council. I guess we can start just with the immunity challenge.
Chase, shouldn't we start with the Carson vote out?
Yes, you guys could, let's talk about the Carson vote out. Thank you, Matt.
Not to be the moderator or anything. I'm not taking Chase's job.
Carson was a big threat to my game because he thought I had the idol. Jake made an excellent decision in not telling anyone because he completely thwarted this threat that would have brought him. Maybe I am a big threat because I do have the idol now, so I can say it will be getting played tonight. Carson, you're just 1 week too late. I'm sorry.
It's no secret that Carson and I are friends outside this game. I hope still. Love you, buddy.
I had heard from both Matt and Paya that Carson brought my name up.
Greta, you won today's immunity challenge as well. Would you like to speak further about that?
Yeah, I can talk about that. Thanks, Matt. Especially after last week with Carson throwing my name out, I definitely wanted to clutch up in this challenge and get the immunity necklace.
Since Chase didn't have the opportunity, I'd like to acknowledge the fact that this immunity challenge, like almost every single other one in the post-merge, has been won by a woman in Greta, so props for that. Obviously, I would have liked to have won it.
In that immunity challenge, there was a little something extra on the plate there, wasn't there? Does anybody want to talk about that?
10 minutes before the immunity challenge, we're sent a clue to a hidden immunity idol. I received the idol. I have quick fingers. It was really convenient for me because I got out first because I'm not good at these games. And so I was able to really focus and hit enter on my Zoom chat. I feel good with how the vote's gonna go knowing that I have the idol and I have the real power, so.
What else really is there to say tonight? Does anybody have any tea they would like to spill? Any juicy drama they'd like to get out? Any grudges, any fights, any drama, anything at all?
I think this week has honestly been a little bit quick. I feel like everything sort of came together quickly, and so there's not been much time for major tier drama. Sorry to kill your vibes, Jerry.
No, it's okay. Because the drama that we are quickly approaching is the vote.
Okay, my vote is for Jake. This is really just what happens when you say my name in this game.
I don't know. There's not much strategy behind this vote.
My vote's for Jake. Hopefully this goes well tonight. And I don't get screwed over by an idol play.
Regardless of who actually goes home tonight, this is the smartest name for me to write down on my parchment.
Obviously, once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person who has the most votes will be asked to leave the Tribal Council area immediately. Without further ado, if you have a hidden immunity idol and you'd like to play it, now would be the time to do so, and tonight is the final time that you can do so in the game.
Chase, At least one of you already knows the truth, but I'm going with the hidden immunity idol tonight. Damn, baby, let's go. Let's freaking go.
Oh my god, I'm just so happy that Jake is going to be here next week.
During the immunity challenge, I texted Chase very start as soon as Anaconda started playing, and I got the hidden immunity idol, which is amazing. This is the second time I've gotten it. I found another one.
We were going into the immunity challenge. I was really kind of frustrated because I knew that Jake was going to go home tonight if he didn't win the idol, and I was hoping he wouldn't win immunity. I was hoping this exact situation would happen.
This is amazing. Greta has won immunity, which kind of sucks because I would have preferred to get her out right now.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay.
So,
I'm gonna
yes.
tell them right now that I got the idol.
Who are you telling?
I'm telling Matt, Paya, Greta that I have the idol, and I'll explain in just a second.
Sammy told me that she believes Matt, Paya, and Greta, if they knew that I had the idol, would gun for her.
You need to play the idol tonight on yourself. And you can decide whoever you want to go home. I'll vote with you. I'll vote with you.
I can essentially dictate who's going home.
I was fully banking that you would get the idol. And you did.
Yes. Obviously, I respect that you had to wait to tell me this until this moment, because I also recognize that you would have much rather have not broken my heart. And I'm playing it on myself. I don't know why I became the biggest threat in some people's eyes, but tonight I'm keeping myself here.
Okie doke. Jake, this is a hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast against you will not count. Without further ado, let's get to the votes. First vote, Jake, does not count. Second vote, Jake, does not count. Third vote, Jake, does not count. So we're standing right now at 0 votes with 2 votes remaining. Next vote, Paya. That's 1 vote Paya. Next vote, 19th person eliminated from Survivor Northwestern and the 9th member of our jury, Paya. That's 2. That's enough. Please bring your torch.
I'm so honored to have played this game. I really think I played a strong game. I mean, you guys know who I'm rooting for. Sammy, I think you made a really big fucking mistake, but that's okay. All right. Bye. See you on the jury.
Congratulations to the final 4, Greta, Matt, Jake, and Sammy. 3 of you will make it to the final 3. 1 of you will become the sole survivor.
I got voted out. I literally wouldn't do anything differently. I think it's just how the luck goes with immunity and having an idol, and you know, I didn't have that, so I got booted. But yeah, I'm super content with everything now. But yeah, I had a great time, and hell yeah, I made it to 5, which just feels awesome.
Hi.
Hey.
I'm really sorry, guys. I totally lied to you, and that's all I can say. I knew that if I was sitting at the end with Paya, I was going to lose.
Did you win the clue, or did Jake win it? Like, that's
I won
what
it. I won it.
Okay, then fine.
Yeah.
And so that was a lie when I said that I won it. Paya just texted me, you made a mistake, but it's okay. I don't think so. It's not a mistake for the reason that she might think it is. I might lose, and I was planning on losing anyway if I didn't do this. I haven't played a game as good as Greta's. Matt has lots of friends on the jury. I think I could beat Jake, but that's why I wanted Jake to stay.
You lucked out. That's all I'm gonna say. Is like you really lucked out for real, because you couldn't win today.
Yeah, that was fully like a luck speed thing. It wasn't necessarily.
It was gonna be lucky for whoever it was, but like Jake, like there were 3 votes on you. You lucked out.
Greta, the thing is though, I've won immunity idols before.
I know, I get it.
Kylie one when
I know,
she won,
I get
I
it.
came in next. I helped Kylie win her immunity idol the second time, and then the third time I beat Kylie at the immunity idols.
Yeah, I
Regardless
get
of
it.
what it was,
I get
it was really leveling the playing field for you guys to win the idol. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't need the idol.
Yes, but the thing was, I needed the idol or I needed to win the challenge. So I did one of the two, and that's why I'm here. That's
I get
simply
it.
why I'm here.
It worked.
Because I've had to be transparent with some people in this game, and I've been transparent with Sammy, and that's why she felt like she could trust me so much in this game, you know? And that's why we trust each other.
You made a mistake for trusting me. Sorry. Like, you could have voted me out. But I'm still here. Because everybody trusted me this week. I don't know what you want me to do with that. The point of this move is to show, hi, my name is Sammy. I'm in this game for a reason. I'm here for a reason. Sorry if it hurt your feelings. It's just a game. Thank you.
Sammy, I've also been transparent with you. Like,
Yes, and I
Just-
know that.
That's not true,
In
though.
my own
Greta.
time.
I'm sorry.
You've frequently lied, though. Like, you
to Sammy, I haven't.
She
to me,
hasn't
though.
lied to me, and, like,
I haven't lied.
Okay, she hasn't
Well,
lied to you.
When did
Well,
I
that's
lie to you, Jake?
You've lied to me
what I'm
several
saying.
times. You
When?
lied to me. You were planning to vote me out anyways. The whole plan was that if Carson had the idol, I was going home.
Yeah, you were gonna
So,
put the
like,
next one too,
why are
but you know who
so
voted
upset?
for you? Do you know
don't
who
have-
voted for
You
you?
don't have my best interest at heart.
Do you know who voted for you?
Hey,
Sammy.
Jake, do you know who actually voted for you?
Who voted?
Sammy voted for you.
Okay.
She wrote your name down too. She was so ready for you to go home as well. Like, it's
Yeah,
not
that's
just
fine.
me. I'm not the only fucking
She
bad
was-
guy, dude.
She was trying. You can't say that you're totally transparent because we're all playing our own games. We're all.
Dude, I've been straight up with Matt, and I've been straight up with Sammy. You're the only person I've lied to in this game. You asked me to
Don't
put a
put
vote
it in
on
quotes.
that, and I said that I
Don't
wouldn't.
put it in quotes. Don't
It
put
is
it
in quotes. It's straight up in quotes.
The truth
So
of the matter is, you're the biggest threat left in this game, and you're gonna
We're right.
win if you're sitting in the final three. So I
We're
just hope
right.
everyone is aware of that it's Greta. All right.
we're
Just
right.
being straight up and honest. Taya and Greta, big targets. Like, people understand that on the jury. People I've talked to who are now on the jury, they've always brought up your names.
I get how the game works. Trust me, I get it. I voted out Carson. Like, I understand.
Yeah. We've all voted out players in this game, Greta. All right. And I'm not chalking down to your game.
If you're
'cause
gonna
playing a
if you're
tough
gonna
game.
sit here and like talk in that tone and be demeaning, then I don't want to fucking play. Like, I'll fucking quit. You guys can have your final three. But if you're gonna sit there and fucking be demeaning, get fucked, dude. For real. Like, that's fucked up. Because I played a good game. I came in. I didn't fucking know anyone.
I'm playing. Same for me. What are you talking about? I don't understand what she's talking about. I was never part of an alliance. I've been playing my own game. I've been getting insults and threats towards my way. So just because I'm trying to help myself in this game, suddenly that makes me just the asshole?
I am like really proud of like my like journey and like my arc in the game and like how I've played and like the things that I've like done to like get to where I am and like to be in a position to like really actually win if I get to the final tribal council. And I know like I have this whole like exterior like big like tough guy like, you know, like alpha kind of person. Like I really like am like that, but obviously like when things get out of hand, like I definitely can like get emotional and like I was definitely like pushed past my like breaking point tonight, and like it's really unfortunate that it happened like on camera especially, and like it really is just frustrating because like I have played this game and like have respected everyone in this game as a person like outside of the game. The line of like respecting someone as a person was like definitely crossed tonight.
I hope that Greta feels better,
I will not like speak to them in this game.
and I hope that we're able to make amends.
Outside of this game, like the bridge is burned, dude. Like it's over.
I hope she doesn't quit this game because she's, again, played a damn good game.
I don't know if I want to give someone the opportunity to say that they beat me in something that I've worked really hard at, and I'm really proud of the way I've played and like conducted and handled myself the whole time. So I'm kind of, you know, weighing like maybe I just step away from this and like walk out of here like holding my like pride and my dignity and like knowing that I like conducted myself in a way that I'm like happy to have on the internet. I just like don't even know if I like want to like be in the same like group as this person who like really upset me tonight.
And no matter how many times, I'm going to be like, she's playing a good game, vote her out. Like, I never want her to go out unless it's her actually, going out of tribal council, and not because she feels like she can't play the game for her own emotion's sake. Because that's not right. It's not how her game and her legacy in this game deserves to be remembered or deserves to be. That's not how her journey deserves to end. Because I think that she's worked up a lot of, good moments, and that we all have.
Just respect myself and respect my game too much to act like I wasn't upset, and like act like an apology is just gonna like amend everything, because it's not. It wasn't personal, but now it is. And when I call myself a competitor and when I call myself a good player and a good person, I mean it, and I will prove it.
We all came out here to play Survivor and to play it damn well. And the 4 people left here are here for a reason. So I'm thankful for what this game has given me. And I hope that all of us can see it out to its end and play, with dignity for all sides, and play with compassion and play with support. Both, for each other as, castaways, and also as real people. So, all right, that's it from me tonight. I'm so close to having the final 3 that I want, which would be me, Sammy, and Matt, that I've had in my mind ever since Gus was voted out.
It's super easy, and I could just completely guarantee myself a spot as long as Greta doesn't win if Matt is on board with voting her out.
I would love to win, obviously, the Immunity Challenge. It would be the most important Immunity Challenge ever, and coming at the best time possible for my first individual Immunity Challenge win.
As Greta doesn't win, I feel fine.
I would prefer, obviously, Greta, who's won so many, not to win it. But if she wins it, I also don't expect her to ever take me to the final 3. And I feel like you have to go strategy at this point. So if I can make it about strategy as to why Greta's a bigger target than me, then that's great.
I really want to win, though. Like, I've come this far. It would be really hard to just, not get to the end.
Tonight, your challenge is known as the Quarantine Gauntlet. These 9 immunity challenges / tasks that you have completed in the past.
Oh my god.
If you win the task, you'll receive 5 points. You get second place, 3 points. Third place, 1 point. The winner of this task with 16 points is Matt. So Matt, you'll receive 5 points for this round. Okie doke, I've got tallies for everyone. Matt, you got 4 correct. You are the top again in that challenge, so you'll get 5 points. The tribe immunity idol was a cat dressed up like a gardener. Greta, congratulations, you get 5 points for this round. You'll be able to select the next task. Macaque is a medium-sized, forest-dwelling old world monkey.
Matt is so funny right now.
Greta, 6 out of 7. Congratulations. Done 5 points in this round.
Are you kidding?
Amy was the next to drop, and she dropped at 4 minutes and 59 seconds.
Wow.
Matt, you dropped a little bit after that. Matt, you'll get 3 points for that round. Jake, you'll get 1, yes, Jake, you'll get 1. Greta gets 0. Sammy gets 5. Go. Jake, you'll get 5 points for that round. Sammy, you'll get 3 points. Greta gets 1. Name a reason why a person might be running.
Late. They're late.
Name a food that might roll away if you dropped it on the floor.
An orange.
Name a place where people have to use coins.
The dollar store.
Name a part of your body you might say has an ache.
Back.
Sammy in the lead with 121, you'll get 5 points. Jake with 105 points, you'll get second place and 3 points. Greta in third place, you'll get 1 point.
Like, I don't know what you're looking
Give you the answer because some of these villains do have overlap. I was looking for Batman villains. However, Batman is in the DC universe, so I will count that as an additional 10 points for you, Matt. So with 60 points, Matt, you'll get 5 points for this round. Jake with 50, you'll get 3 points. Greta with 15, you'll get 1 point.
I'll buy in. Whatever. Pretend.
Okay, Greta will buy in. Jake?
Do I have to buy in here, Chase?
You don't have to buy in. You'll be tied with Greta at the end of the round, and you'll both have be tied for third with 1.
I'm gonna fold.
Okie doke. In that case, after 3 rounds, Sammy with 240, you have 5 points. Matt with 135, 3 points. Greta and Jake, you'll both end with 1 point. So we've got a tie between Matt and Sammy, but we're gonna have to do a tiebreaker for final limited. Matt and Sammy, are you both ready to answer?
I mean, as ready as I will be, I guess.
Your goal is to be the closest without going over the correct number. Please tell me the number of votes that have been incorrectly cast against castaways throughout the course of Survivor Northwestern. Any votes that were cast against the castaway that did not go home that week, in addition to any votes that were idled out. Reveal, both of you, please reveal. Matt says 38, Sammy says 44. The correct answer is 49. Sammy, congratulations. You have 1 final immunity. That means you will automatically, you've gained your spot in the final 3.
Oops, I did it again. Play with your heart. Oh, baby, baby.
Greta has played such a great game as someone who was not a part of the original alliance. She's basically played my game, but better.
Hey,
Hello there, how's it going?
going well. I don't know, I'm like scared a little bit because it feels too easy. It literally just feels too easy.
I get out at Final Four, and I was just the biggest target, and they didn't want me at the end. Then I respect that because, like, I don't know. That's a sign of like applause and a sign of just respect.
I know that she'd get like 8 votes at least, probably, at this, no matter who she's sitting with.
Yes, I completely agree with you. She's played such a good game that it's not even like a question of like, do I convince somebody to vote with me?
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know, like anybody, like if she made it to the end after this.
You know, this week I want to get to the final 3 and make my case because I think I have a good case, and I would be forever just questioning what if I never made it to final 3. Never had my chance to plead to the jury. I would just think to myself, you know, 10 years down the line, like, man, I could have won college Survivor Northwestern. Could have been.
There's a way that I could win this, which would make me really happy. I'd be really honored and like super duper proud of myself. Sorry, I'm just trying to charge my cellular device.
I do want to win because I've been playing this game for almost half a year. There would be nothing better for me to do than to just play my hardest these last few days. And if I can make final 3, make my case to the jury, let them decide.
Welcome everyone to the Penultimate Tribal Council of Survivor Northwestern. Let's just jump straight into it, shall we? It is day 129 of Survivor Northwestern. Tonight, somebody is going to come just 1 day short of making it to day 130 and the final 3.
I knew that if I was going to be at the end, I wanted to be with people who I would feel like proud and honored to actually lose to. I don't take losing lightly. I hate to lose more than I like winning. And I would like literally rather forfeit than give people who don't deserve to beat me the chance to say that they did. Like, that's how I believe in it, and I don't really care if that's harsh. If Sammy wants to win in that way, then fine. Like, she made up her mind, and like, we all know what's gonna happen tonight. And like, I personally think it's a pretty cowardly way to play, but like, everyone makes their own decisions in this game, and like, I made mine, and it probably did bite me in the ass a little bit, but like, I'm fine with that, totally fine with that.
would you say then that Jake and Matt aren't deserving of making it to the final 3?
I don't think Jake is, and that's no secret.
I respect that Greta believes that she would rather have an honorable final 3, but that's personally, to me, not how I view Survivor as having should be played, because I do believe that you have to manage your threat level in this game. You want to play against people that you think at the end you can win against or have a shot at winning against.
I just think you're totally delusional if you think that you're gonna beat Matt or Sammy. Like, that's all I'm gonna say. Not even being on the jury yet, not even having talked to the jury, you are delusional if you think that you are going to beat Matt and Sammy.
Okay.
Sammy, how are you feeling knowing that you have secured your ticket to the final 3?
Feeling good. And it's not necessarily because of the immunity necklace that I feel like I have a solid spot in the final 3. I feel like I'm surrounded by people that would like to see me at the end, no matter what, so.
Matt, obviously, as somebody who came in second in quite a few immunity challenges, how does it feel to again come second in this one?
Yet again, Chase, the elusive immunity necklace. It stinks.
Matt, out of everyone here tonight, you are the only person who has not received a single vote cast against them so far in the game. Do you think that will persist tonight?
I mean, I'd like to think so.
How do I approach this week's vote? Who thinks they're going home tonight? Greta, you want to talk about why?
Yeah, because if I was in the final 3, I'd win the game. Everyone knows it. We can all just like talk about the elephant in the room. If I was in the final 3, I would win. And no one wants to have to like go up against that. That's how they want to play the game, fine.
We talked about this in private, Greta, but I wanted to go up against Greta. There's not really a winnable situation for me and Greta to end up in the final 3 together. And
if the writing does appear to be on the wall, then I suppose we might as well get on to the vote.
My vote obviously is for Jake. I just have no respect for him as a player in this game, and he's got to go. But he won't.
I might not agree with your philosophy of the game, and I might not agree with your characterizations of me, both inside and outside the game. But I do agree that you're the best player left in the game, and that's why, Greta, I'm voting for you tonight.
Hello, everybody. Everyone's back, right? There we go. We will get to the reading of votes. First vote. Jake. 1 vote, Jake. Second vote. Greta. That's 1 vote, Jake. 1 vote, Greta. Greta. 20th person eliminated from Survivor Cats Collide and the 10th member of our jury. Greta, please bring me your torch. Do you have any final words?
Yeah, Matt, obviously, like, I have nothing but respect for you as a person and player. Jake, out of all 22 people who started playing this game, you are the least deserving of that seat. And Sammy, I respect you as a person. I think you're great, but I would have annihilated you at Final Tribal, so have fun with the participation trophy.
Thank you, Greta. If you would please exit the chat, and I'll talk to the final 3 for a moment. Congratulations, Matt, Sammy, and Jake. You are our final 3. After starting the game with 22 castaways, we have whittled it down to only 3. Tomorrow evening, you'll all have a chance to give your speeches.
Oh my god, it's gonna be so, they're gonna be so bitter. They're gonna be so angry, and they're gonna
I saw the look on Gus's face, and I swear he's gonna come for me tomorrow.
Greta's gonna drag me. She's dragging me to the entire jury right now. Unreal.
Dude, it's gonna be brutal.
It's gonna be all-stars jury on steroids.
You should be proud of like where we've come though.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've all had very different routes to get here and like very twisting paths, but like we made it. And so like I'm really glad and I'm proud to like be here with you both because I think you both deserve it.
Here I am, final 3, and it has been a hell of a run. After having to save myself through socializing, hidden immunity idols, just a lot of mental stress and wear and tear. I'm at the final 3. I have gone as far as this game lets me go, and now tomorrow I have to just plead my case to the jury.
I'm 1 day away from winning Survivor. 1 final tribal council speech, 1 answering jury questions, and 1 final statement away from winning this entire thing. And I really think I have a shot at it.
I think that I've played a dirty game these last few weeks. And it's very viable that people are going to criticize me for that and kind of criticize me for being sloppy at the end. And when I did make big moves, perhaps it was because I was influenced by other people.
And, obviously being the only person not part of that illegal aid alliance, I'm going to have to heavily lean onto that. But not just to the fact that I wasn't part of that alliance, but what it meant for my game, and now how I had to play and adapt in a way that many other people in this game either didn't have to try to do, or didn't succeed in doing.
I had been dreaming of sitting at a final 3, thinking I might have a shot to win for since I was a little kid watching Survivor.
Matt has done a really nice job of sucking everyone's dick on the jury, and I haven't done that. That's not the type of person that I am. I'm not a people person.
And it's crazy to sit here and know that I get to live that out tonight.
But to me, playing this game isn't about... It's not about relationships. It's not about being friends with people. And it's not about going to the end in a blaze of glory with 2 great people. It's about being the best. It's about taking out the best so that you can be the best.
I'm sitting here at the final 3 thinking I have a genuine shot to win, and that's pretty awesome.
A big lesson I've learned after coming to college this year is, sure, you can be a pushover and do what people say, and that will get you somewhere, but at a certain point, you have to start making decisions for yourself, and I really think that there was a definitive point for me when I had my arms above my head for 5.5 hours that I was like, I am not going to let other people push me around in this game. I'm not going to be just another vote. I'm going to win. And that is that. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Good night.
I'm very exhausted. It's been a very long weekend. It's been a very tough weeks, months even. We've been at this for over 4 months. But tomorrow it all ends.
We're going to admit the jury into the room. The 10th person voted out, and the first member of our jury, Owen.
Very stylish, I might add.
Already pandering for a vote, Matthew?
No, I'm not pandering.
Next member of our jury, Amos, welcome. The 13th person voted out, and third,
okay,
Allison, welcome, Allison.
I love the island style. It seems like a lot of you opted for.
14th person voted out, and the 4th member of our jury, Ashley, welcome, Ashley. 15th person voted out, and the 5th member of our jury, Charlotte. Welcome, Charlotte.
Pearls, okay.
16th person voted out, and the 6th member of our jury, Gus. Welcome, Gus. 17th person voted out, and the 7th member of our jury, Kylie. Welcome, Kylie.
Oh my god.
18th person voted out, and the 8th member of our jury, Carson.
Just in case you guys wondered why he was named the hottest castaway.
19th person voted out, and the 9th member of our jury, Kaya. Welcome, Kaya. And last but not least, the 10th and final member of our jury, Greta. Welcome, Greta. The jury is all assembled here for the sole reason of crowning the sole survivor. It has been 130 days. One of these final 3, Matt, Jake, or Sammy, will win the $100 and the title of sole survivor. Let Jake have the floor.
Since we began playing this game, day 1, I never knew it, but I was on the bottom. And I was on the bottom because I had never pre-gamed, and I did not really have any alliances. My pre-merge game, I did not want to be a threat or or target to anyone. I wanted to be loyal, to look for people to become friends with, and to get farther in the game using their help. It's also why I really lied about my knowledge and wisdom of the game. I'm not at all like a Survivor rookie.
Matt, we're going to go to your opening statement.
Awesome. Members of the jury, I sit before you tonight to take responsibility for my game. And I'm here tonight to ask for not only your vote, but your respect as a player as well. I got here by not isolating the game from my real life. I found friendships and partnerships that I could trust, and I brought my real life into it. And I may not have won immunities. I didn't find idols, and I used my relationships and strategic information disclosure to get myself further in this game. To everyone who I worked with to get to this point, I hope you can all take some personal ownership in getting me here tonight. I know that I couldn't have done it without you. This season, I've been to 14 tribal councils before tonight, and tonight I'm asking you to write down my name for the first time this season.
Sammy, without further ado.
I think the jury is probably majority upset with me. I played this game dirty at the end. I struggled to make connections and honestly just kind of had to rely on not being the biggest threat to go home. You guys all look so hot. Snaps for you all. Thank you.
Without further ado, we will start the jury speech and question portion of the night. And our very first juror to take the floor will be Amos Pomp.
Hey y'all, it's been a blast. I would say being on the jury is one of the better seats in the house. All three of you, a lot of your games were a bit under the radar, and a lot of it had to do with managing your threat level. So we know that as a whole, and we don't necessarily need to hear that over and over again. If you were on the jury and you had to vote for a winner between the other two of your final three, who would you vote for and why?
I would hands down give it to Matt. I already think that Matt has outplayed me in certain aspects of this game. What Matt did beautifully was really making connections.
Jake, do you want to go next?
Personally, I would vote for Sammy, mostly because I think she had a lot of agency in her game. Sammy played with a certain vigor that to me seemed very, I don't know, surprising.
All right, I guess that means it's my turn. Sorry, if Amos, you were going to say something.
No, I wasn't, but Jake, you can go, Matt.
I think I would vote for Sammy. I have infinite respect for the way that she played this game. When she saw a moment to make a move, she did.
I think you all definitely left your mark in that you recognized that, especially toward the end, Kylie, Peya, and Greta were threats to beat all of you. And the fact that in your own ways you got those three out and managed to sit at the end is impressive.
The second jury member who's going to speak tonight is Owen.
Hi. First, I just want to say congrats to the three of you for making it this far. No matter what happens tonight and no matter what is said to you, you should be proud of the fact that you're in the final three. Sammy, I feel like Matt and Jake have said more nice things about your game so far than you have. Like, really just bring about your strengths, all three of you. What were you thinking of during the game in terms of jury management?
I am a person who lives my life in a way where I need to form relationships with people, at least for a lot of the faces that I'm seeing on this jury tonight. It wasn't jury management.
For me, it also involved not trying to pretend that I was working with someone and only to blindside them the next vote.
For me, jury management is about commanding respect, and I think that my game deserves respect. In the end, it was eliminating the people that had done it better than me. So I did what I could to take out Greta and Peya because I knew that they had strong connections on the jury and the jury was rooting for them. It became a question of how can I make them root for me instead? And by sitting next to Matt and Jake, I think that I've done it to the best that I possibly could.
All right, thank you.
Now on to the third jury member, Ashley. Please take it away. You have the floor.
The only way this final three could have been more shocking was if I was on it. However, you guys have all managed to do something incredible, something that we couldn't do. I just have one question. It's a doozy, though. Please name a personal fact about each juror.
Matt is a very good grandson. And so about a jury.
Jurors.
Oh, shoot, never mind. I misinterpreted. Ashley, you have some of the craziest travel stories and a lot of great work in the drag community. You are the leader of your softball team. Wait, who am I first? Don't forget Allison. Oh, don't forget Allison. All right. Allison, I actually didn't get to know you too much personally, Allison. I'm sorry. Like, I'm going to be honest and real with you, okay?
It's one of my favorite majors in Sesame. You have the best earring style. Your best friend lives in Georgia. That play was incredible. Like, I was on the verge of tears.
Ashley has a really sexy apartment, and I respect you so much, and I look up to you as like a leader in my life. You have a really cool couch. You had a really good snack. Gus, we have a mutual friend, Ella Fuchsberger or Fuchsberger. Love her, went to camp with her, and I saw her on your Instagram.
It was really touching. I really enjoyed that. And I think I speak on behalf of everyone to say that, like, oh.
Thank you very much, Ashley. Now we're going to go on to Charlotte.
Sammy, for you, you've made it known that you weren't available the first half of this game. You were busy. While I do think you had a really incredibly strong end game, that I think is like a place of weakness for you. Matt, I think you've been very consistent in reaching out to people and being involved in the vote, but I don't think you have a vote to your, like, I don't think you've been like spearheading a ton of votes. Jake, to be completely honest, I think you were dragged here a little. I think Sammy and Matt thought that they could beat you, so I'm sorry for that. So Sammy, you kind of had a weaker beginning game and a really strong end game. Matt, you were definitely more consistent, and so I want Sammy and Matt to say why that strategy was good and why that strategy worked for them, and therefore why they should get my vote.
The reason why I got through that pre-merge, that tribe section, was because I had a really strong connection with Kylie, and also because I was part of the Illegal Eight. So in a way, that's not very fair and that's not super chill. I had people that cared enough about me though at that point, so when votes were coming, when people wanted to flip the vote on me, they didn't.
It was an intentional strategy of mine to not be the biggest threat. Part of that involved not claiming credit for moves where I think I deserve more. The Amos vote. I came to Allison and Charlotte, laid out a set of facts that I thought were convincing.
Thank you, Charlotte. Now we'll go to Gus. Gus, it is your turn to take the floor.
First of all, congratulations. Everyone said it. Matt, like, your intro speech warmed my heart. It was very sweet, but like, we aren't here for you to try to make us your friend. We're here for us to see why you should win. The jury isn't very excited about this final three. Matt, I'm sorry, but like, if Loose Lips truly did sink ships, like, you would have single-handedly drowned the entire planet throughout this game. Like, someone who should be winning this game is someone who like at least knows how to keep a secret. Sammy, the week that Kylie got out, you like started exponentially increasing the amount of things that you were doing. It just seemed like a lot because you were doing like less than nothing before that week. And Jake, I am so genuinely very proud of you getting here. I really wanted to get to the end with you to make this statement about being the underdogs and being the people that are underrepresented and like showing that like we can make it this far. But also like big reason that I wanted to get with you that far was because I thought that if we got to this stage together that I would be able to beat you. The week that I went home, you did get the idol and you were considering playing it for me or not playing it for me, and how that move really played into your social game at large.
So I don't think that socially it was the biggest move to make or the smartest move to make, because in a way it could have allowed me to sort of expand upon, you know, new alliances and possibly destroy that kind of gap that had been made. And at the same time, it would have sort of blown up Sammy and Kylie as well, because they could have felt like they didn't trust me at all.
That's all for me. Thank you all so much. Very proud of you for making it this far. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Gus. Now we will move on to Aya.
Amazing. So I'm going to preface, I had a little speech prepared. I'm not concise, and I'm going to be the bad cop. And as much as I applaud you tonight, I'm clapping louder for the 9 other jury members who sit beside me. You see, tonight is going to be difficult for all of us to write a name down. Not because you 3 are just so good at this that we can't decide, but because you all played the most underwhelming game. I guess indecision is the theme of tonight, but how fitting when these 3 are our final castaways. Respectfully, from what I've observed from the 3 of you, you've been leeches. Sadly, I cannot vote for anyone but you 3, but that is okay because that is the game we all played, and you all did make your way to the coveted final 3 spots. Managing threat level really means others are making decisions for you. Someone else has to do the dirty work while someone else manages to come out from the other side unscathed. Which jury member is the most influential to your game? Who did the dirty work and carried you to where you are?
Kylie. Simple as that. I worked with her for a lot of the game. My relationship with her definitely helped me in the pre-merge when I didn't really know what the alliance was going on.
I will also say Kylie for certain parts of this game. Kylie is one of the main reasons why I'm sitting here. Kylie is the reason why I didn't go home when Allison went home.
For me, that person shifted for the entire post-merge. It started out with Charlotte. She was the first person I promised Final 3 to and was the person I was most loyal to. Then it moved back to Paya. I worked with Carson, I trusted Carson, but it was Paya until she got blindsided at 5, and that vote hurt.
Thank you very much, Paya. Now we're going to head on to Allison. Allison, please take the floor.
I feel very, very emotional tonight. I want to extend congratulations to the three of you. Wow, I'm really gonna cry right now. That's so embarrassing. I want to take a second to reflect a little bit on what I think the game has meant to all of us. I think that's really important to do at the end here. Wow, I really was not expecting to be this emotional. I just want to thank you three and the entire jury because Northwestern has not always been a place that has felt like home to me. And as a senior in my last quarter, to have this quarter taken away from me has been really difficult. And this game has provided so much solace and honestly one of the most genuine senses of community that I've experienced at Northwestern. And I just can't say how grateful I am to have experienced this with all of you. I'm so proud to call myself a member of this cast, and by extension that means that I will proudly hold up whoever wins as the winner, because that's how this game works. Wow, okay. I'm sorry. Didn't think I was gonna do that. What was the flashiest part of your game and the part of your game that you were most excited about?
For me, it was the matter of whether I was going to be on the jury or I was going to sit here in the final 3, and that was the final 5 and finding the idol at the last minute and getting out Paya, because otherwise I would have been going home.
I will say I am first and foremost a fan of Big Brother. I went into that fucking challenge and held my arm above my head for 15 minutes. I was like, there's no way I'm doing this. And then I realized this fire that was in me that was going to carry me to the end. And I realized that if I win this competition, people are gonna have to listen to me. They're gonna have to look at the power that I hold in this game that they don't notice is there. People underestimated me the whole game until I won that head of household. And I felt like a true badass.
Now we're going to go on to Carson.
This is fun for me, because to some extent I knew all three of you before this game started. Matt, you prided yourself on the loyalty of your game, yet you blindsided me, and I considered us to be really close, and I thought that our loyalty was a two-way street. Was your narrative false? Explain that to me.
I was scared of you at the end. I thought you would beat me, and so I had to make a calculated decision. I hate to say it, but you played a heck of the game.
Okay, Sammy, it didn't feel like you had many options. Your game lacked a lot of choice. Where was your choice?
You make amazing points. That's hard because I would say that, because this is hard for me because you're not wrong. I think that my game was played in a way that I do think I could have gotten to the end in other ways and not just this one, but I do think that the way that it happened was circumstantial.
To all three of you, it's going to be a difficult decision tonight for a lot of us.
Thank you very much, Carson. Now on to the 9th person to give their speech and questions tonight. It'll be Greta.
Probably sound like a bitter juror, but I got voted out literally yesterday, so I think I'm okay to be a little bit bitter tonight. Survivor is a game of luck, skill, strategy, and relationships, and you three were perhaps the most lucky of all. Your relationships with the strongest members of the jury put you where you are tonight. None of you have taken ownership of your game until tonight, which has led me to believe that none of you are proud of the way that you played, and that none of you really deserve this win. Nevertheless, congratulations on being lucky enough to sit here in these seats. Jake, I would just like you to clarify for me how you were able to sit at the post-Paya vote Zoom criticized me for being a huge liar in this game and argued that you played completely transparently.
I'll be honest with you, I was still lying at that moment. And the fact that our arguments got more heated and, obviously a lot more emotional is something that I do want to apologize for. There are a lot of rumors about what you had been saying about me throughout the game and that how I was kind of just someone who was carried. That whole post-tribal Zoom really let out some bad feelings within me. And so I want to apologize to you for that. But for the moments where I was talking about why I was being transparent and you were lying, that was in itself a lie.
On to the 10th and final jury speech of the night. Kylie, please take it away.
Wow. I'm kind of bummed I'm last because this doesn't seem very appropriate, but I committed to it, so I'm gonna do it. Sammy, I kind of want to fucking fight you, and that feeling will never go away. I do love you, but I want to fight you, but not really. I don't know. I really wish you fought for yourself a little bit more. I wish you had moments in this tribal council where you had a fire under your ass, and I loved seeing that. But then you would go back to talking shit about your game, and I was like, stop doing that. But I think you had a great end game. I think you positioned yourself well. I think you actively positioned yourself well. Matt, love talking about Survive with you, bro. You're a very good friend. Jake, I think you're a fucking enigma. I'm impressed that you have pulled off all these lies. There were moments in the game I was like, is Jake secretly masterminding everything? And I was like, there's just always something off. And I feel like I now understand what that was. And I'm impressed by that. I'm just going to tell each of you a joke. Sammy, why did the cow go to New York City?
I don't know.
To see all the musicals.
I don't know that one.
Matt, if you have 10 apples in one hand and 14 apples in the other hand, what do you have?
A whole lot of apples.
Really big hands.
Well, that too.
And Jake, you'll like this one. You're a Catholic. This one's my favorite. What do you call it when Batman misses church?
What do you call it?
Christian Bale. You've all done a very impressive job at Final Tribal Council. And kind of just in the vein of what Allison said, thank you guys all so much for this experience. Like, who would have thought, like, at the beginning of the year when we applied for this weird Survivor thing that it would have ended up like this?
For the vote, we've got closing statements from the final three. We're going to begin with Sammy.
I definitely outwitted, I outplayed, and obviously I outlasted. Won immunity challenges, I won head of household. I had information in this game. I had power. I was very underestimated. People didn't think I could get here, but look at me now.
Part of what I brought to my game was consistency. You knew where I was, you knew where my head was at, and I was vocal in every single strategic conversation in this post-merge, and have votes to my name. I outlasted by going the entire season without having my name written down once.
I knew I wanted to play a very low-key game that allowed me to also lie and make connections, while at the same time not having the biggest threat level in this game. Not only did I manage to outlast 6 of the illegal 8, but I outlasted every other member of that non-alliance. And I respect whatever your decision is tonight, and however you want to close my journey, Matt's journey, and Sammy's journey.
Thank you so much, Jake. And again, thank you so much to the final three. Thank you, jurors. You have one final decision to make, and that is who you are deciding to cast your vote for the sole survivor and the winner of $100.
I'm going to vote for the person who pissed me off the least tonight.
This was a tough decision. I didn't think it would be this tough, but dude, when I said I would lose the game for you, I was fucking lying.
Well, Matt had a lot of heart, and I think Jake played a good game, but I think Sammy had the best combination of the two. So I am casting my vote for Sammy to win.
Wow, this final tribal was amazing. Jake, I really learned a lot about your game, and I truly appreciate it.
Sammy thought about making big moves, and Matt executed those moves. I think that is why my vote tonight is for Matt. He convinced me at Final Tribal Council, an amazing performance, a consistent game, and I'm proud to have worked with him and to vote for him to be a sole survivor.
I am casting my vote for Matt. He really convinced me tonight that he has had more agency in this game than I thought.
You've heard this about, what, like
7 times now how we've been like so on the fence.
You have the votes here. In order to win, you need a majority of votes, and tonight that is 6. First vote, Matt. 1 vote for Matt. Second vote, Sammy. Third vote is for Sammy. Next vote, Matt. That's 2 votes Sammy, 2 votes Matt. We have another tie. Sammy. Matt. We have another tie. It's 3 votes Sammy, 3 votes Matt, 4 votes Sammy. It's 4 votes Sammy, 3 votes Matt. Next vote. Sammy. That's 5 votes Sammy, 3 votes Matt. The winner of Survivor Northwestern Cats Collide. That is 6. That's enough. Congratulations.
I'm going to vote for the person who pissed me off the least tonight. The other person who I was considering voting for took credit for things that I did in the game, and I do not fuck with that at all. So my vote tonight is for Sammy.
And the person that I'm going to be voting for the winner of Survivor Northwestern is Matt. I think he did a great job defending himself tonight. He answered my question well. If Sammy wins, I think that she did a great job too, but I think Matt edged her, and I'd be proud to call him the winner of my season.
Though I'm very proud of how far Jake got in this game, I just don't think he's made enough moves for me to think that he deserves to win it. And so then it was really between Matt and Sammy. And at the end of the day, because Sammy owned what she did and was proud of it, I'm gonna vote Sammy for the winner.
I came in thought I was gonna vote Jake, and clearly didn't. This game's been absolutely insane and quite literally down to the wire. With this final 3, I was the closest with Jake, and I thought that I had a gauge on him, and I've made it very clear that I would not be voting for him. I think he's a great guy. That's the issue. I'm not that great a person. Like, I'd probably bully him.
I always said I wanted a lady to win this game, so very proudly casting my vote for Sammy. From our humble beginnings, bonding over wanting to get Carson out, I think you played a really solid game and you really took control at the end, which I really like. Matt, I love our friendship. I'm so sorry, but yeah, this one's for Sammy.
Matt, your final tribal impressed the hell out of me. I was blown away. It was awesome, but not quite enough, because the person who is getting my vote tonight and who I think deserves to be the sole survivor of Survivor Northwestern Cats Collide is Sammy.
This is the reality of Northwestern students. I have strep and I have to do this. This is the
And
second
she has
show
to
today.
do Survivor.
My dad always says, like, I would never be able to play one of these games or anything because
Just in general, I'm not very smart with my own money.
Sammy, and we will be Jake.
this is good because I can build this bond with Jake, but like Jake is an easy out. Sometimes the easy outs aren't always the ones that go. I have really no ties. I have Jake. I knew this whole fucking time not to trust Allison and Charlotte.
We have an idol nullifier that was played on Sammy, 13th person eliminated from Survivor Northwestern, and the 4th potential juror, Allison.
It's either me or you, girl.
I reach out to the other side.
I'm stopping you right there. They know that you two are inseparable.
Yeah.
Who is the sneakiest snake?
Sammy, what do you know that you're pulling that the rest of us don't know?
Yeah, Sammy, what?
I do think that getting Gus out this week would be better.
No.
I might be losing a number, but I don't trust Gus anymore.
16th person eliminated from Survivor Northwestern Cats Collide, Gus. That's 6. That's enough.
It's a big brother week!
I'm not coming out of this challenge unless I win.
After 5 hours and 35 minutes.
I'm gonna put Kylie on the block. And I'm really, really sorry. And I know that I told you I wouldn't. Very excited about my position in this game. Who would you guys ideally want to go home?
I would like if Carson went home this week.
Sammy, you have written my name down twice, so that's more than enough for me to write your name down once.
Blindsided again.
19th person eliminated from Survivor Northwestern, and the 9th member of our jury, Kaya.
I think we might have it in the bag.
Greta.
For me, jury management is about commanding respect. And I think that my game deserves respect. It became a question of how can I make them root for me? By sitting next to Matt and Jake, I think that I've done it to the best that I possibly could. Being here tonight and like seeing all of your faces is really like a culmination of how awesome this has been. Look at this community that we've built now to have in the future of Survivor lovers that we can come back on campus hopefully next year and like see each other again and just be really happy. And like, thank you guys for making this like an awesome season and for like committing. Like, I'm just really happy to see you all. So yeah.
Ooh, my heart was pounding. My heart was pounding.
Holy shit.
I love Survivor.
What? What was her reaction? Welcome to Survivor Northwestern Season 2. Woo!
All right.
You all should have received a mysterious package.
I'm trying to figure out if we're on the same track.
All right, it is 8:46 p.m.
We have two Robs, Rob and Robbie.
Play Rob Square.
Are we the honey bear? Honey bears?
I feel like we're each a singular honey bear, and together we are the honey bears.
Starting the game has got me so wired, I literally can't sleep.
All I have to say is that it needs to go.
Beck's ready to do.
Welcome to confessional number 1.
Maybe my head is just fat, but I couldn't do the headband way.
And I have been kind of talking to her a little bit.
She's already kind of getting on my nerves a little bit.
In the words of Casey Musgraves, I'd rather win for what I am than lose for what I ain't.
The more searches she has to go.
Go.
Gold. TV gold.
TV gold!